So it's that time of month where I share my income and expenditure with you. Yeah guys, it's my monthly income report. Sorry I missed last month, but I think you're going to be really interested in this month. And I've got some news right at the end of the video regarding my income reports that you might want to hear. So let's get into this. Hi everyone and welcome back to another income report. So if you've not seen this before, this is a video where I detail and show you my total income across my entire business. So I'll share with you my income and more importantly, my expenditure to see what profit we've actually made. So this video will cover my affiliate marketing business, my YouTube channel and my website portfolio. One thing I do not cover in these videos is the affiliate gathering. So that's an event I run here in the UK and I can't divulge that information because I'm in a partnership agreement. Now in these videos, I must say I cover 4 of my websites. I do have some other websites, but they're all kind of part projects that either I'm not working on or not really relevant. And I want you to stay tuned to the end of the video, please. Don't skip forward, wait, watch this income report, and then I will tell you right at the end of the video what my plans are for these income reports going forward for next year. Because I do think I've come up with a strategy that might be more interesting and more relatable for you to follow. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get to the computer and let's have a look at the income report for the month of November 2022. Okay, so here we are with all the data and the numbers. I'm going to run through this as quickly as I can. Feel free to pause it at any moment if you want to have a look, and then you can also jump off and go look at the websites that I mentioned. But for now, let's get through these numbers. So this is the website portfolio first, and you can see that I made $3,084.76. Now that's in green because I made more than I did in October. Now my YouTube channel grew slightly, $213.63, and again I'll go through that in more detail later on in the video. And my affiliate marketing income was a whopping $9,185.88, a fantastic month from all my affiliate marketing promotions. So the total income was $12,486.27. I primarily spent the majority of the money on content for my websites, which was $3,620. So you can see at the bottom we have a pre-tax profit of $8,865.35. Like I said, that is before tax. So the first website we're going to have a look at in my portfolio is Gardenia Organics, the age public case study that I've been running. And you can see now that the domain is 15 years old and 6 months. I've just swapped the theme out. It's now Popcorn version 2, which is available, which uses the Gutenberg blocks, and you can pretty much create and design any look and feel of website using this, and it's super fast. This website has got nearly 1,000 articles on it, and it's still showing 90 speed on mobile and 99 on desktop, so it's incredible. So I've owned this site myself for 1 year and 2 months. I purchased it as an age domain from ODYS. I put the first article on here in September of 2021. The website has now got 1.4 million words, and like I say, it's 907 articles, and we've got a few more in draft. So I'm pretty sure we will get up to 1,000 articles at the beginning of next year. It's within the gardening niche, and as I said, it was an age domain which would have cost $2,500, but I was given this age domain to use as a case study. If you want to check ODYS out, it's been super helpful for me. This age domain got rolling right from day one, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to use them. It is a public case study. All the playlists are there on my YouTube channel, so you can see how I started and how the website's grown. It is a seasonal website, and it is currently at its lowest. At its highest, I got up to 120,000 page views. Now, you'll see in a moment what we're sitting on, around 40,000 page views per month, because it's at the lowest traffic numbers it sees throughout the year due to the seasonality. Obviously, it's gardening. Not many people are gardening when it's snowing. You can also see ad revenue is down. I also tested removing the ads above the fold, and there's a video coming out on that very soon. So if you want to put a value on this site, if you take the last 5 months profit and times that by a multiple of 38, the site currently at its lowest point would be worth $33,000. If you take the last 5 months takings, so that's before expenditure, it would be worth $64,000. But you can see there the reason for the difference in value. I'm investing heavily back into the website. So at a glance there, just to confirm, Popcorn version 2, 907 articles, 1.4 million words. So this is a screenshot from Google Search Console, and you can see where we started and the trajectory of the Asian domain, which started pretty quick. You can see the peak that we had around about here, which is the summer months, which is usually for gardening around May, June, July. And then you can see it drops off, and that's just seasonality. There's nothing to worry about. This will peak up again as soon as we get to February, March, where everybody starts planting their bulbs and their vegetables again to grow for the year coming. So you can see average position 21, we've got a click-through rate of 2.1, which is a little low, and I'm trying to work on that, trying to get some catchier titles and see if we can get that click-through rate up. But overall, looking pretty good. So this is a snapshot from my Google Big Data Analytics. You can see there, visits are down from 62,000 to 40,000, which is a 34% drop. And page views are down also. Like I say, nothing to worry about, it's just seasonal. Now, one thing that does concern me, but I think it's happening across the board, I do believe Google is going to be removing snippets. I truly believe that will happen. And you can see here another proof. This is another one of my websites that has lost its snippets. So we've gone from 236 snippets. That was in, I believe, August or September. And you can see the bottom screenshot, we now have one snippet. So this is happening across all my websites, and I've actually looked at dozens and dozens of other people's websites, and everybody's losing the snippet features. I don't know if anybody else is gaining them, but I do believe they're phasing these snippets out. I really do. And you can see here, this is Amazon. So this is just Amazon.com. We had 160 orders, 145 being shipped. The most important thing, conversion, 14.26%, which is very good, and we made $155 from Amazon. So this is my Ezoic dashboard, and you can see the earnings over time here. The drop off there is just, like I say, for the current month we're in. So you can see there in September we had it up at $1,700 with an EPMV of $20, but as the seasonality drops and the traffic drops, so has the revenue. And you can see the page numbers are reflecting that now, from 95,000 down to 40. So I think we're standing in good stead for next year. It has a general overall EPMV of $19.15, which is fantastic. And you can see there we are running Ezoic Preview ads, so you have to minus that off the income there. But generally, it's looking really good and we are primed for summer. So this is my P&L. As you can see, we slowed down production of content. October, we only put 11 articles on, and November, we only put 3 on. And that's due to another project. The video will be out in the next couple of days. I'll explain more about it. It is another public case study I'm going to be doing, and I might be putting all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. But you can see there the numbers have gone down. That's why they're in red, from 102,000 down to 92, 65, and now 40. I do expect that to go down even more, but then I do expect in February for it to start going up. And the peak, like I say, should be in around May, June, July. We should see some substantial numbers on this website. So for November's P&L, we only spent $23.70. Even though we published 3 articles, I think we paid for them in October. The income was $877, that's Ezoic plus Amazon. So we made a profit of $853.62. So we have been profitable since July. You can see 300, 800, 1200, 1100, 800. So we are now profitable on this website. So we will claw back the money we've invested, and the next few years, or the exit of the site, if I ever sell it, will show a healthy profit. So on to our next website, and this is Hutch Cage. This is a public case study I've run for many, many years now. Again, you can see the full playlist on this. You can see I've had the domain now for 3 years and 7 months. I just swapped it out to version 2 of Popcorn. We have 566 articles and over 700,000 words on this website. Now the traffic ranges from 30 to 40,000 depending on each month. So on the previous income reports, the traffic looked like it was up and I thought the site was recovering, but it was a bot that was crawling the website and it was giving some fake, unrealistic numbers. I did lose all the snippets on this site again in December, and these have not come back. And as I said, most of my friends, most of my websites, everybody seems to be losing the snippets. So if you've lost yours, don't think you'll get them back. I do think they are being phased out. But fingers crossed, if you've not got the snippet, you should be winning the number 1 or the number 2 position and getting the majority of the clicks anyway. So some people say it's a good thing, some people say it's a bad thing. But snippets seem to be going on most of my websites. So for the lifespan of this website, I've had over $46,000 income from this website, so it's been a very profitable project. And the site is still currently valued at around $30,000. So here is a snapshot from Google Analytics, and you can see it's been up and down, but primarily it stays steady at around 700 to 1,000 visitors per day. It's got a great average position of 15.1, but you can see the click-through rate is horrendous, so we really do need to work on that. We've got the content out there, getting the impressions. We just need to get them clicks and get people reading the articles. So there is potential work to do on this. It would be a prime case for somebody to pick up and run with as their main passion project. But for me, it's really been on the back burner for quite some time now. And you probably know from previous videos, I'm always in a turmoil with this. I never know whether to work on this, let it sit, sell it. But for now, it's just a bit of a cash cow, and I just sit and get the monthly income from it. So again, here's a snapshot from my Zoic dashboard, and you can see their visits are 2.6% down and page views 2.9% down. So again, very, very steady and stable. It just fluctuates up and down a couple of percent each month. So again, just to confirm, this is a site I lost all the snippets in December and they have not come back. And this is his Zoic dashboard. So you can see there, top right hand corner, has an average EPMV in the pet niche of $19.35, which is fantastic. And you can see there for the month of November, we made $408.74, which is again a little bit down on previous months. It normally earnings are around $600 to $700 normally, but like I say, traffic has slowly been decreased on this site, and I really should do something about that. And here's the Amazon earnings, $46, which is pathetic. It was always doing around $100. Now, the reason for this is I use a plugin called Content Egg, and I let the subscription elapse on that. Now, I don't know if that's made any difference, but certainly it was elapsed for about 4 months, and I never even noticed. So I did notice the income going down, but I didn't really jump to it and investigate why. I just thought because the traffic was going down, that's why the income was going down. But I think there may have been a problem with the plugin that shows my product boxes on the site. So that's possibly why it's gone down, because when I renewed the subscription, my income went back to normal. So maybe next month I'll see some improvement on that. So here's the P&L on the site. You can see I have not done nothing for content on this website. The last content we added was in February, and we've just basically left it. And there's no wonder why, we've gone from 50, 60, 70,000 page views right down to 21,000. I really should put the time and effort into this. But as you can see, it still makes me, on average, we've made $8,000 so far this year, and I think it'll be well over $9,000 by the end of the year. And $9,000 per year for not doing anything is still pretty good. So that's the reason I just kind of leave it alone and use it as a cash cow. So on to website number 3, which is my broad niche. So this is a website that I bought and built it as broad as possible. Basically, I put any type of content on there to see what would happen. It's 2 years and 3 months old, and this is the website I called my Mega website. So if you want to get more information on this, check out my playlist and search for Mega website. The reason it was called Mega website, as I say, I was going to put hundreds of articles on there covering every single topic. But I got to 361 articles, a word count of 600,000 words, and realized that there was a problem. It wasn't getting indexed, it wasn't getting traffic, and I'd already sunk $20,000 into this website. So I paused, just stopped work just to see what would happen. And we'll have a look at where the numbers are now. Currently, the site value, I'd say it's worth a few $1,000s, but it's very hard to sell something that's growing as slowly as this website. However, take a look at Google Search Console. It is growing. It has never really had a big decline. It has always gone up from strength to strength. And we do have an average position of 22.1, and we have a fantastic click-through rate of 3%. So it is getting impressions and it is getting clicks. And when people click on it, they are staying on page for over 6 minutes. So the content is good. I just need to get Google to understand what the content is about and who to show it to. So you can see there, that's just a snapshot. There are various types of posts, product guides, stories, pages, and you can see the breakdown here. Feel free to pause this and take a look, but I'll skip by and we'll have a look at the rest of the information. So here's the visits, page views and visits are both slightly down, around 5% on average. And this is Zoic's big data analytics. You can see it has an horrendous EPMV of $7.29. And I believe that is, as I say, Google just does not know what this website is about, so it doesn't know what ads to show on it. Once Google figures out what the target audience is, it can target the ads to that page and that specific visitor, and then the EPMV will go up. But the minute the AI software that Ezoic uses is just really struggling to figure out what this site is all about, and it's not their fault, it's definitely my fault. But you can see there we earned $38.72. So you can see here just a few clicks coming through on Amazon. We got 12 orders, 15.79% conversion. So again, when the visitors find the correct page, they are converting, and we made $15. Again, you can see I've not worked on this website at all. In fact, I don't even think I've logged into it for 6 months. And you can see there page views are still growing. We had a slight dip in November, but we've gone from 952 page views per month, and we're now nearly up 6,000 page views. So it is increasing, and so is the income. We've gone from $22 at the beginning of the year now to $50, $60 per month. We almost topped 100 in June, and it is, as you can see, profitable. But so far this year, we've only made $313 profit, and that's going to take a long time for me to recover my investment. So we need to see this keep growing. If I could get it to 15 to 20,000 page views per month, I will recover my money much quicker. So finally, onto my latest project. This was my travel niche site specific to one region in the world. And you can see it was built on a fresh domain, which is 10 months old. I've swapped out version 1 Popcorn to version 2. It's now complete and it's looking amazing. We've got 293 articles on here with a word count of 452,000 words, just short of 500,000 word count. Like I say, it's in the travel niche. I have slowed down again production on this while I've been doing another case study. And as I said, watch out for that video coming very soon. But basically all positive signs. And this is why you can see a lovely gentle increase. A fresh domain took 5-6 months to really get started and then never looked back. You see we've had a few peaks where a few articles have kind of gone semi-viral and done really well, but it's just a natural progressive growth, which is what I like to see. We have an average position of 13.7 and a pretty good click-through rate 2.2. I would like to see that more at 3, maybe 3.5, but we are looking like this website is doing really well. And this is just a snapshot from Google's site kit that's on the site. And you can see there, I think this is over the last 90 days. Users are 138% up in the last 90 days. And Ezoic just confirms that. Visitors for the month of November, 9.1% up. Page views, 9.2% up. And engaged page views, 10% up. So very positive. And again, Ezoic's big data analytics, a very poor EPMV, $7.85. Even though it's a specific region and it is in the travel niche, the numbers of page views are making it difficult for the ads to really optimize. So we just need to get the amount of page views up, and then the EPMV will sort itself out. But the minute the traffic's just too low. But you can see there we are spending around $5.28 on Ezoic ad premium, and we are making around $55 per month. And again, lots of green numbers on here. So you can see in October we added 21 articles. In November we only added 1. But you can see the traffic is steadily growing, all green, now topping out at 8,000 page views per month. A few costs there, $36.60. Although we did add a lot of articles in October, you can see we paid for them in September. That's why the cost in October and November is very little. It's because we paid for them in advance in September. But it turned us into profit, and you can see there we made $28.57 profit, but we're still in negative investment in this. We are $10,500 into this project, and again, it's going to be a while for this to recoup that money, but if it goes steady as it's showing over the last 12 months, if it repeats that in the next 12 months, I'll be very happy at where it'll be. Now over to YouTube. You can see here we had an estimated revenue of $213. I've not been publishing as much content because I've been filming it in my kitchen, and you'll see from the intro of this, I've now moved into an office. So I've now got somewhere to dedicate to making videos. So fingers crossed I'll get more videos out and we'll see that revenue go up. My RPM, so that's the revenue YouTube pays me per 1,000 views, is $15.70. And my CPM, which is the overall amount YouTube earns for the ads on my videos, is $33.81. But then they take their cut out of that, which means I get the RPM. So I get $15.70. So you can see that YouTube takes a whopping 55% of my income. And for any people out there that say I don't share enough, which I don't know why, I share absolutely everything, you can see my total revenue. I don't know many people who show their total YouTube revenue, but I've made $10,832 from this channel. But the biggest majority of the money that I've made through my YouTube channel is through my affiliate marketing business. You can see this month I made $9,000, and a lot of that comes from this YouTube channel. So thank you very much for using my affiliate links. I really appreciate the time I put into this channel. I really do appreciate when you click it and I make a bit of commission. That makes it all worthwhile. But I just want to see you guys grow and hopefully get to a position where I'm at, where I'm making a full-time living from this. So the channel is almost at 10,000 subscribers. I don't know what we'll do when we hit that. Maybe have a party or a live stream or something. But you can see we're at 9,562 subscribers. We gained 186. So the rate we're going, I hope we'll be at 10,000 by February. So I hope you enjoyed that income report. Thank you guys for staying tuned to the end. What I want to announce is that going forward next year, I won't do an income report like this. I'm not going to do my entire portfolio and my entire affiliate marketing income. Now the reason is I don't think it's as relevant to 90% of my entire audience. You guys, most of you are building one website, or you've got one or two that you're playing around with, or you're looking to actually grow one from the start. Maybe you've not actually built one at all. So I'm thinking next year of actually doing something really radical. I'm actually thinking of selling all my websites apart from one. Now there are two reasons for doing this. Firstly, I recently went to an Ezoic conference in California, and I spoke to a lot of big influential publishers. So one of the most overriding common factors that kept popping up in conversation while I was at the event was how these successful bloggers had just focused on one site. So that got me thinking that I've always grown a site for a year or two and then sold it and moved on to something else. And I've always spread myself across multiple websites, which I believe is a safer option. I don't believe working on just one website is the safest thing to do, but I do think it can help you be more successful because you have only one website to focus on. So I believe I could pull my entire team onto this one website, and that's all we will think about, that's all we will do day in, day out, is grow this one website. So that's the reason number one. Reason number two is I believe that if I had one website, you guys can follow along on this public case study. So I would share all the information with you. I'm not going to share the URL because I don't want the site copying, but I will share every single thing. So the numbers, the traffic, what we're doing, how we're writing our content, how we're monetizing. I will show everything on that. And I will do a monthly income report on that one website. Now I think that will be much better for you guys watching in at home because you can see the progression of how it grows, how much content we add to the site, how much revenue that generates, and how much expense and time we're putting into this website. So I think it might be something that you can follow along with rather than these income reports where I share all sorts of information. You kind of forget about it next month and maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Whereas if you can look back at a playlist and go, okay, Cal started this website on month one and he's followed it all the way through, then you'll get more of an idea of how you can grow a website. Now, this website is not brand new. It is one that I have been working on for a number of months now. So I think we're going to skip that boring part where we have 6 or 7 months of pretty much ghost town. There's no traffic, there's nothing really happening. Those videos are really boring and I don't want to sit here and make 6 videos for the next 6 months that show you pretty much nothing. So at least we're going to be starting with a baseline. So the first video will be, this is the amount of content, this is the expense put into it, and this is the plan for going forward. And then I'll show you our writing styles and our monetization and things like that. So let me know in the comments, do you want to see this? Do you want to see this one website case study? Follow it on for, who knows, a year, maybe even 2 years, and just focus and put a full team on there and see what we can accomplish by just focusing on one website business. So let me know in the comments, do you think it's a good idea? I will have to sell some websites to fund this project because I am going to be putting a full team of 9 writers and 2 editors on here. So we're going to need a lot of money to actually fund the project. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. But for now, thanks for joining me and I'll see you in the next video.